Welcome. Today, we're diving into the critical world of semiconductors. These tiny chips are the unsung heroes powering our modern lives. Phones, cars, AI, even national defense. Their importance has put them squarely at the center of global power plays and strategic planning. You've likely heard about the chip shortages, especially after the pandemic. This exposed just how fragile the global supply chain is. Now, nations are rushing to secure their own supplies. The biggest dynamic is the tech rivalry between the US and China. The US, with initiatives like the CHIPS Act, is pouring billions into bringing manufacturing back home and restricting China's access to advanced tech for security reasons. China, aiming for self-sufficiency under its Made in China 2025 plan, is investing heavily too, trying to build its own semiconductor ecosystem despite these restrictions. Then there's Taiwan, home to TSMC, the giant that makes the most advanced chips. This makes Taiwan incredibly important, but also vulnerable due to regional tensions. The EU isn't sitting idle either. Their European Chips Act aims to double their market share. And newcomers like India are offering big incentives, positioning themselves as alternative manufacturing hubs. Why all this urgency? The supply chain is incredibly complex and concentrated. Around 75% of chip manufacturing happens in East Asia. One natural disaster or geopolitical flare-up can cause massive disruptions, as we saw with the automotive industry. It's not just about making the chips. Even the testing and packaging stages are geographically clustered, creating more potential bottlenecks. So what's being done? The main strategy is diversification. Governments are funding domestic production, think localization. Companies are looking for multiple suppliers, multi-sourcing. And we're seeing nearshoring or friendshoring, moving production to closer or allied countries. Technology itself is part of the solution. AI helps optimize factory output and predict problems. Innovations in chip design and materials also play a role. But building resilience isn't just about factories. It requires a whole ecosystem: research, design tools, materials, and crucially, skilled workers. There's a huge talent shortage, so boosting education and training is vital. Despite the competition, international collaboration is still necessary for research and standards. Looking ahead, the demand for semiconductors will only grow, fueled by AI, 5G, electric vehicles, and more. It's expected to be a trillion-dollar industry by 2030. However, geopolitics and the drive for secure supply chains will continue to reshape the global map. Complete self-sufficiency is probably impossible for any single country, but the push for more diverse, resilient, and regionalized supply chains is definitely the future. It's a complex challenge requiring big investments and smart collaboration. Thanks for tuning in.